Math 115 Project Spotify Artist Analysis, Analyzing the Popularity of Spotify Artists Using Mathematical Techniques. Introduction. My name is Robert Ebel. The project is the Spotify Project, and here's what to expect. An analysis on 4 Spotify artists and their Rolling Stone articles, similarities between the 50 most used words, the code used in Google Colab, and my thoughts and analysis in conclusion. My intuition. I will explore a method of comparing artists using the chi-squared statistic and apply it to the analysis of 3 popular artists, Mac Miller, Justin Bieber, and Olivia Rodrigo. I will determine which artist is most similar to the anchor artist Ariana Grande. My initial intuition is that Olivia Rodrigo will more than likely be the most similar to Ariana Grande in terms of similar words and content used. I came to this conclusion because they both pull extremely high numbers in their streaming per year and both have similar types of fans. Methods. To compare the artists, I will use the chi-squared statistic, which is a measure of the difference between the observed and expected frequencies of data. In this case, I will compare the frequency of the 50 most common words in the articles about the anchor artists and the articles about each candidate artist. To the right is the code that I used in Google Colab to get my results. My results. I calculated the chi-squared statistic for each candidate artist and compared it to the anchor artist Ariana Grande. The results are as follows. The chi-squared statistic for candidate Mac Miller is 0.03. The chi-squared statistic for candidate Justin Bieber is 0.06. And the chi-squared statistic for candidate Olivia Rodrigo is 0.09. Interpretation. The chi-squared statistic tells us that the candidate artist with the lowest score is the most similar to the anchor artist. Therefore, we can conclude that Mac Miller is the most similar to Ariana Grande, while Olivia Rodrigo is the least similar. Does this result align with my intuition? No, I ended up being wrong. What I think I went wrong in was, for example, Mac Miller and Ariana Grande had a personal and professional relationship before his untimely death, which may have influenced their music and style. On the other hand, Olivia Rodrigo is a rising star who has gained popularity through her unique sound and relatable lyrics. Weaknesses. While the chi-squared statistic provides a quantitative measure of similarity between artists, it has some limitations. Firstly, it only considers the frequency of words in articles about the artist, which may not reflect their entire body of work. Additionally, the method assumes that the words are drawn from the same distribution, which may not always be the case. Improvements. To address some of the weaknesses, we can consider expanding the analysis to include other sources of data, such as music streaming platforms or social media. These sources may provide a more comprehensive view of an artist's work and allow for a more nuanced comparison. Conclusion. We found that Mac Miller was the most similar, while Olivia Rodrigo was the least similar. While the method has some limitations, it provides a quantitative measure of similarity and can be expanded to include other sources of data. Ultimately, determining the similarity between artists is a subjective task that depends on personal preferences and opinions, but data and statistics can provide valuable insights. Thank you for your time.